Hey everybody, this is Bert G, Orin, and welcome to another exciting episode of Quests and Quandaries, the adventures of the Goodberries. Last time, after our heroes defeated the skeletons within the locked chamber, they examined the room within. After finding and identifying some items, they continued down the hall and discovered some tracks. After finding a dead end to their trail, they found the giant rat known as Guthash. One they had been warned about and asked for assistance in dealing with. While searching the room, they discovered the remains of Caracas, the half-orc that was a member of the missing adventuring party. What will they find as they delve deeper into the Sunless Citadel? Alright, everybody, we are going to pick up right where we left off. If memory serves, y'all, we're gonna start heading back this direction.
Yeah, to that other door.
Yeah, to the other door.
Yup.
We had found... okay. Just kind of do the same thing of scooching around that trapdoor there and slide on through. Ooh, come on, people, now.
Don't make me start singing.
Yeah, this is going to do the same thing to help everybody cross the trap door, except for,
Say
one person who doesn't need help cross it.
Yeah, Lark's just flying with Flint.
Alright, where'd everybody go? There you go.
Oh, we booked it.
He's going. Oh, I went to the wall.
How are you?
That was not where I meant to put my toe.
Alright. I'm not getting right in front of the door because I learned my lesson last time. Come on, Lark. Come on, Flint.
They're coming.
Alright, what's my
Alright, just gonna... Yeah, Ryogo's gonna peek behind the door, see if he can see what's behind there before they see him again.
Alright, are you trying to be sneaky, or...
Ryogo is, yes.
Alright, if you could go ahead and give me just a quick stealth check.
False. That's a
Alright.
23.
You are able to quietly open the
Technically
door.
a 25.
As you discover it is an empty room.
Eventually, one of these stealth checks will be worth it. Just wait. If I make enough of them.
I am perfect with an empty room.
Alright, Ryogo will open it and start looking around for any more trap doors, because this place seems to be riddled with them, as well as any other weirdness. Investigation or something?
Either investigation or perception, sir. Either or.
Oh, that's an 8. Everything's fine.
Lark gave you guidance of 10.
Lark keeps trying to help, but Ryogo just like, you got this. Little cheerleader zombie fairy going around right now.
Ryogo's like, oh, it looks like it's empty, and just like goes all the way through the room towards the next door.
You go towards the next door.
Is it a stone door or another wooden door?
It's another wooden door.
Alright, so probably not trapped. He's probably going to end up doing the same peek again. Assuming he doesn't get stabbed by stuff on his way through.
Alrighty. You're going to just gently open the door and everything?
Yeah. Just a little peek.
Alright. You're going to go ahead and... you can go ahead and give that... You can go ahead and give a stealth check. Also, while you're right at the door, you can give me one... After the stealth check, give me one more perception check.
So that's a nat 1 on stealth. This is going to be great.
Well, I will say the perception
and
check...
And a 22 on perception.
I will say, it will be just a little late on the perception check because of the nat 1, but you open the door and you hear this clang, clang, clang. As you look down at right about your midsection, you see this big bell that just happened to blend in well with the door earlier. But it's as you open the door, it goes off.
Guys, look! I found a bell!
Hopefully not a dinner bell.
Guys, I think people know we're here.
Ryogo just like swings the door open a little further and back again to keep making the bell ring. Alright. Ooh, what's
this room?
Whoa.
This 10-foot wide hall
I'm gonna
is
get
liberally
a slingshot
strewn with
ready.
sharp caltrops.
With what?
This 10-foot wide hall is liberally strewn with sharp caltrops. On the northern wall, passage by the room beyond is partially blocked by a roughly mortared 3-foot high wall, completed with crenellations.
Do you guys want me just to fly over it?
You see what we're in for?
Yeah, I'm just gonna fly.
Don't want you to be a target practice.
Oh, yes, it could
No,
be some
That
Okay, I got
looks
a
like
plan.
a defensive position.
So Lark's gonna get her sling out, and she's first going to, like, take a whack at the door with her sling, basically. So it's like, see if any traps go that way. The idea being that it's an object going over the ground, so if it's a sensory thing with the walls or the door itself, it should trigger traps possibly that way, is her logic.
On the other side of the wall?
Yeah, basically hit the door with, I'm sure she has plenty of pebbles at this point.
This door?
Yeah, the door on the other side, because isn't there another door in there?
It's a 3-foot high wall.
Hit the wall.
Yeah.
Like, just taking random shots on different parts of the wall, just to see if, like, okay, if anything's going to trigger by something flying in there, you'd think a pebble would trigger it before her flying into the room would.
Alright, are you going to do it from where you're at, or are you going to move forward?
She's going to move, like, right before the threshold of the door. Like, not under the threshold, but right before that.
Like right here or right here?
And yeah, just random different locations on the walls. Gonna hit all the walls with pebbles.
Alright.
Like I said, I'm sure she has a lot of those.
It's at this point, after you've hit the walls a few times, 2 kobolds pop their heads over the wall, and I would like it for everybody to roll me initiative.
Here we go. Two
nat 20s.
Woo!
Oh, these poor
Yeah,
souls.
you can go before Lark. That just makes the most sense. You're probably faster.
Faster at
Keep doing
negotiating.
it, but it's not actually happening.
Hey, come on, Eli.
That's true. Ryoga might go up to the kobolds and hug them and make friends. This is just as likely.
Well, that stops the fighting. I'm okay with
I mean, I kind of like it either way.
it. Let's see if the kobolds go first, though.
With 2 nat 20s, I don't think they will.
Wait, why does it say Eli 3 when he got 12?
It's because Eli didn't click on himself when he put it in, but I'll change it.
I did. It's okay.
It's very picky. Sometimes you click on it, but then you accidentally click off while you're trying to go roll your
Yeah,
initiative.
I probably clicked on Flint, but somehow it still worked, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, they're still gonna no. Ryogo, you're first. Followed by Lark.
Oh, this could go badly.
Well, alright, so he probably still has his heavy crossbow from when they were dealing with the rat.
Mm-hmm.
He is, if I remember Caltrops right, he has some. Just taking a 5-foot step into the room shouldn't hurt him. So he's going to very carefully just take one step into the room. He's not going to aim his crossbow at them. He's just kind of gonna have those hands up. He's going to take the dodge action, just in case they do start firing at him. He's like, "Hi there, sorry for popping in unannounced. We're just here looking for some people who probably came this way. Do you happen to know them?"
Alright, and that's your turn?
And that will be my turn.
Lurk.
Lark's going to look at them and be like, so right now there's a bunch of pointy things, but I can fly over them. So I'm like the only person here that your trap isn't really going to affect. But I really want to be target practice. So here's a proposition. We all talk. We don't kill each other. And, you live. Otherwise, there's a dead rat that we killed that was giant. If if that was bothering you, you're welcome. And a bunch of undead creatures that we also killed. So again, you're welcome. Don't really feel like killing kobolds. Not really. Civil War's not our thing. So, how about y'all just put your weapons down, and I'll put my sling down. Sound good? Okay.
Lark, that's gunboat diplomacy.
Give me a persuasion roll.
That's a sling. That's a sling roll. That's an interesting form of persuasion.
Yeah, that would be a hilarious form of persuasion there.
Sorry. It's really, the mouse is really hard right now to play with.
You mean it's a little trigger happy?
It's a little
trigger. It's definitely trigger happy. My bad. I'd love to take that 21 instead of the 15, but oh well.
All right. Well, is that it for your turn, Lark?
Yeah, she's also going to kind of I don't think she can take the dodge action when she used persuasion like that, but she is going to try to kind of fly a little bit into a corner to possibly get some half cover going, if there is a way for that. She still wants to be kind of seen because it is a trust thing, but doesn't necessarily want to be a bright, shiny target.
Because of the wall that they have and everything, that would be half cover.
Okay. So yeah, and then Flint's going to stay out of range as well. Like, Flint's gonna kind of try to hide behind her. No reason for them to go after a bird at this point.
Alright, so next is Kobold 1, but actually, Ryogo, I'm looking at Caltrops now. It's as soon as you enter the area. I need you to give me a dex save.
Darn, if you don't move full, you're good. Give me a moment. Dex save.
Oh wait,
there you go.
Never mind. You passed. But if you move at half speed, you don't have to. I needed to read further now. So moving at half speed, you wouldn't have needed to.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so the 5 foot should be fine for not taking damage. He's not trying to approach quite at the moment. He just wants them to see all of him.
The first kobold looks over. Are you with other kobold clan?
Nope. No civil war. We are not interested.
Ryogo will just kind of shake his head. No, not really.
At this point, he bends back down, and you hear hushed whispers of between him and the other kobold, and that's gonna be his turn. Constance,
Well, if it ain't
you
the
do-
other half of not my monkey, not my circus.
Not my kobold, not my circus. No, I'll hold my action.
See, you're right, Eli. It's not our problem, and it's kind of might benefit us this time.
I want to see how they react.
All right. Eli, what do you do?
He's just gonna lean against the wall and, look vaguely intimidating, like he could start shit if he wanted to, but he just doesn't feel like it.
Well, in that case, why don't you go ahead and give an intimidation check then? You're gonna try and look, just like the. I don't want to start something, but if I have to need be, I'll have to.
Yeah, I'll
I'll
start it, and then everyone
finish
but
it.
me will finish it.
Oh,
And everyone.
My character sheet will clicky. All right, it is in perpetual loading screen. Just go ahead and roll, Lark.
I think Lark can roll.
Because Lark has my character sheet for moments like this when my computer doesn't feel like it.
I think she's on her phone today.
Oh.
I can pull it up. I've got it.
DM.
I've got
Okay,
it.
thank you. I don't know why, like, the map that I'm looking at with all of y'all is open, but I can't open my individual character sheet. It's just, like, frozen.
Well, it tracks.
Woo!
So that is it for Eli. It's at that point the other kobold, being this one, pops his head over. You no shoot us, we no shoot you. Deal?
Sure.
Yep.
And with that,
But you gotta also, we're about to go over these caltrops and everything, so we're gonna go slow. If we clear some out of the way while we do it, also don't shoot. We're not trying to, mess up all your traps and everything. We just kind of want to be able to walk by. It's not an act of aggression. Sound good?
you'll do good if you just move slow.
I mean, I just fly over. But,
Fair.
And have you seen, we're searching for not other kobolds, but we were searching for, human, what was the other one?
Big people. Big people.
Yeah, points at Eli. People like that.
Oh,
And
hell now.
I swear, was there another besides humans? I mean, we already saw the dead orc.
I think two of them are human. I think the two were humans. I don't know what the cleric was. Not the cleric, but the paladin.
Either way, big
I don't
two-legged
think
people
they're
that aren't furry.
they're scaly.
Or scaly, yeah.
That aren't
Not
scaly.
furry, scaly. Yeah, like towards that Eli.
Flesh
Probably
people.
looks like that. Yeah, fleshies. We're looking for fleshies that are
Or
tall.
like her.
Oh, come on.
That seems like an accurate terminology. But either way, have you guys seen them? We're just trying to get them in, like get them and take them home. No issues with either kobolds. Just everybody that's scaly, be it a dragon or kobold, you guys can go about your merry business for all we care.
It's been a it's been a moon since we've seen big people come through, or at least heard of big people come through.
Know the direction? We can just head there. Just again, that's what we're doing. We're just looking for them. So if you guys see us trying to do that, then again, don't shoot us. We don't shoot you. Spread the word.
We heard they went through the Twilight Grove down below.
That doesn't sound ominous at all. Okay, I kind of like the name.
Ooh. Do you mind if we pass through here to get there?
You can go ahead and walk through the caltrop field, but we'll probably have to walk with you for a little bit.
Oh, sure. Just a
fine.
lovely walk through the caltrop field on the way to Twilight Grove. Anything terrible going to happen there?
No, not at all. Well, especially when you can just fly. But I mean, Twilight's cool, okay? And actually, no, that's actually not my goddess thing, except for if you count the fact that at night you can see the stars and our fates are written in the stars, and she is the goddess of fate as well. It's not so much that anyway. She just goes on a ramble.
Don't mind them. They're all an odd bunch. He's gonna be really quiet as he whispers to the kobolds. Don't mind them. They're a really odd bunch. Are you guys coming over?
Constance looks nervously at the traps on the floor.
Just don't step on them. He gives a double thumbs up and a smile.
Very helpful, Ryogo. Thank you.
You hear from the...
No problem.
You hear from one of the kobolds. If you walk slow...
Yeah, most helpful advice. Okay.
Lark just flies quickly over with Flint. Not at all slow.
Roll anything?
How about you carry her over, Eli?
Yeah, Eli's like, alright, ma'am. If you don't mind. Wouldn't want your skirts to get torn up on account of the caltrops, none.
I appreciate it, Eli. Merci. Just please don't drop me.
If he drops her, he's just going to ask the kobolds to murder him. Just straight up. Just please put me out of my misery and embarrassment.
Oh, merci.
Yeah, and you were able to set her down over the top of this little 3-foot wall before just easily hopping over yourself.
Yeah.
And she gives Eli a kiss on the cheek.
Oh my god. You have dark vision, so you get to see every single bit of that man turn bright red.
Actually, dark vision is grayscale.
Oh, he may be spared.
No, it'll just be darker. It'll just be dark, not dark red.
Wait a second. Do you still have your sword out? Glowing because it's a torch.
Oh, okay.
Yep, he's probably been. No, I have a candle now. Yeah, but it's bright. Yeah.
Yeah, the candle's still glowing. So.
Yeah.
Constance will give just a little bit of a giggle.
No, yeah, he suddenly needs to tie his boots, looking at the ground very intently, not looking at anyone. Very busy.
Lark's gonna giggle and be like, "You notice he only does that for Constance. He doesn't do that for me at all. It's funny."
What? Carry people across Caltrop fields? Oh, heck!
No, just
yes, Lark.
No, just blush like that, and it's cute.
We're gonna ask Ryogo if he needed to be picked up earlier, but he's got them cat-like reflexes, is all.
Don't tease him. He does it for all security.
Something tells me that Ryogo would not bring those colors to your cheeks. And she's got a minor illusion, like the same color that Eli's cheeks are out of sparks, but she smiles as she does it. Like, she actually is just kind of like genuinely thinking that it's adorable and not trying to be like mean, but kind of mischievous fae vibes going there.
With this conversation happening, you see the kobolds, and they're whispering to each other about something, but you're not able to understand the language.
We really need to get like a help of comprehend languages at some point.
I know, right?
Next school or some institute, we need to steal a linguistics professor.
So,
Ryogo is probably ignoring
a linguistics professor and just carrying him with us at all times. This sounds brilliant. Let's do it.
Gosh, a linguistics professor in a bag of holding.
That sounds brilliant and awesome, and this needs to happen now.
Just enough for Eli to be like, see, I carry around linguistics professors too.
So what were you saying?
Ryogo's just going to step forward and just. Ryogo's gonna like ignore like the
teasing
Eli and the teasing, and he's gonna look, and he's just gonna very obviously like step forward and listen in on this conversation that he can't understand a word of. But he's very interested in it. Like, ooh, what? He's trying to figure out like, ooh, okay, let me see if I can get some words down for this. What are these?
He is the linguistics professor.
Try.
He does want to learn.
Well, as soon as you get like really close and it looks like you're heading in their direction, they stop speaking in this language and they go, so what are y'all doing here? And they still, you see, goes out like they had earlier. They have like they're holding their spears nervously.
Oh, you see, a couple of there's a relative of some of the people that came here earlier, and they wanted us to go find them and bring them back if we could. So we're on a rescue mission.
Well, we heard big people came through about a month back. We haven't seen them since. But maybe Prisoner might know. Yes, Prisoner. Yes.
Oh, hell. They got that dragon, don't they?
They were right outside our territory. So, we, captured him. And he has not talked.
Did he have a, shoot, I don't know. Does Ryogo know that the symbol of Pelor is that fancy sun-looking symbol.
Please tell me he ain't a dragon.
No, he is small folk like us. Well, not like us, but he's small.
Wait, guys. Is that Drix the goblin, our friend that was chilling out guarding the wagon?
No, he
I
wouldn't
don't
come
think
down
so.
here.
No. He looks like.
Did you capture him outside or inside?
He points over. The kobold's like, no. He looks like kind of like him, and he points over to Eli, but smaller.
Oh, he's human.
They got a dwarf down here?
Definitely.
Let's go.
Maybe it's.
We will take you to see him. See if you know him.
Okay, so that's just logic. That's gonna, cause some problems if that is.
Mm,
And you head
yeah, we
to
can.
the next.
Is. Yeah, I'll follow right behind. And we're like, ooh, so I always want to learn how to speak the dragon language. Can you teach me something? Ooh, what's a fun word? What's a fun word in dragon language?
Dreknap.
Dracum?
Dreknap.
Dricknop. What's that mean?
Something very inappropriate.
I was about to say, with our luck, probably
My
something you
favorite.
ought not be saying.
Oh, do not teach him any bad words, please.
What kind of inappropriate?
No.
Y'all
We're
be
making
forgetting there's a proper
the
lady.
equivalent of the F-bomb.
So he'll forget what he learned and actually
Okay.
good and then say something bad.
I'll spell it out. I'll actually spell it out for you later.
All right, fair enough.
Don't
But
y'all
this is
forget we
basically
got
what-
ladies present.
What was that, Eli?
Don't y'all be forgetting we got ladies present.
Does she know what we're saying?
Yeah, I don't think that the ladies present really care. I think we've all heard stuff like this before.
Unfortunately.
Probably.
Well, you ought none, and you won't round me. And he kind of gives Ryoko a look. He's like, right.
Ryoko kind of like leans down to the kobold and says, "Let's go a little further ahead."
And as soon as he rounds right as he's about to round the corner, he puts up a hand to stop, and you see 3 arrows go across into these little wooden targets that are sitting right here. And you hear him yell, "Dragon Tooth! Dragon Tooth! We have guests." And they're like, "Guests? Why do we have guests?" And at this point, the firing stops, and you'll see, and I will read the description of this room. Dozens of blunted and broken arrows lie on the cracked cobblestone floor. A few protrude out of 3 crudely sewn human-sized targets hung along the center of the south wall. The northern third of the room is separated from the south by a crudely mortared and crenellated half-wall. A permanent camp of sorts lies north of the wall, complete with a fire ring and several small iron cookpots.
Because we're friendly. Friendly people are guests, yes?
And with... Do you start rounding the corner to, like, reveal yourself or anything?
As
Yeah,
long as the
we're-
kobold doesn't, like, cue me back not to do it, he would.
At first, it looks like the 3 kobolds that are behind the wall are going to start pulling up bows, but the front 2 are like, no. They mean no harm. I'm just going to go ahead and start moving some of y'all more forward.
Well, that's debatable, but at least no harm to you folks.
They want to, they're asking about the big folk. We need to talk, they need to talk to the prisoner. And they just, the 3 on the other side just look at these 2. There's some, like, it changes back and forth, and it's like, okay. But we're gonna keep an eye on him. Okay?
I love being the center of attention.
I mean, we're used to eyes on us at all times. We are a band. This is nothing new.
And y'all all, or I forgot to mention this earlier, but you see on these 2, they do have a familiar symbol on them that you found on the ones at the very front entrance. They have like that weird, crudely painted, like, black tree.
you
Oh,
said
no.
that they have a familiar symbol, and I was gonna be like, are they groupies? Are they wearing band t-shirts?
We're the Goodberries' biggest, smallest fans.
So Lark's going to point at that tree and be like, so y'all followers of that religion? Like, DM, what does she know exactly about that? Because, like, I know her own beef with it, but I don't want her to be like, I don't want it to be like, you know, she hates all of them just because of a bad experience. You know, that'd be like hating all kobolds just because one was, you know, a jerk. Or if it was like in general, this is just really bad.
You know that it is the symbol of, that is the most known symbol that they go by, but you had just asked them if they are followers of that religion.
Mm-hmm.
They turn to you and go, it not religion. It's symbol that was given to us by the tree walker that is below.
Tree walker, yeah.
Yes. It is said before we were, before lots of us hatched, there was a man who went down into the grove below in search of tree. But a few days later, something else came instead. Offered deal. If we help keep intruders out, or actually no, we're gonna skip over that part.
Okay.
If we let them stay in peace, they give us fruit to sell to town.
You said-
Oh, it's them apples again.
Yes, apples. But some did not like that we took orders that we were aligning with this creature. Hence, conflict. And it has been going on for twice my age.
Now, this may be rude to ask, but how old are you?
Well, the way things been going around here, he's a child.
Well, that could
Okay,
be
this
that could
is
mean the
one of
difference
that's right
between a
next to you
decade and a
that-
century.
that'll answer this question. It's like, I am an adult, thank you very much.
Oh, thank heck.
I
Seems
just
nowadays
turned
there's a bit of a
6.
shortage in that area. You can just...
Just turned 6.
No, man. Eli is like, I give up.
What would Lark know about this? Because just based on her backstory, because now I'm confused.
I would say give me a religion roll.
Oh, we established it wasn't religion.
So do you want me to do a history check?
They don't think it's a religion. It might still be religion.
True.
Meh.
Or
Which seems kind of weird, because like I said, this is supposed to be like...
them, you could have advantage.
Dice are not with me tonight.
Sometimes they're just not.
No,
Sometimes, well, in this case, this is completely new territory for you.
so.
In that
Does
case,
that mean this-
she's not righteously angry because she has no reason to be, apparently.
So does that mean this Twilight Grove is somewhere else?
No, it is, the Twilight Grove is down below. That is where, I did say the Blighted one earlier, right?
I don't know. You said Tree Walker, I think. Fuck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Blinded One. That's just even better.
Okay. That is where the Tree Walker came from.
But not where the Tree Walker is?
Oh, he is down there. When they described things to the big folk, it was said that when it was described to them, the one wearing a lot of metal was more animate about.
He got
getting
angry,
down.
didn't? Ah.
Interesting.
The metal one was probably the paladin. They have very strong opinions.
But we'll see what Prisoner know. Prisoner might be able to tell you more. And you hear this like intricate little knock on the door. And then it opens up and you see that 3 kobolds keeping watch over, and over in the far corner, you see a little halfling man tied up in rope.
Oh hell, they
That's
even
that
keep him
face
tied up
on
when
the
he's in the
token.
box?
You need 3 guards? So many.
Oh. Squalor reigns in this low-ceilinged room. A large iron spike is driven into the floor near the door, the small iron cage set farther back. Several sets of corroded ropes are connected to the walls, and some still bind to crumbled skeletons.
All this for trespassing?
And he goes, y'all can come on in and talk to him. Oh, that is not what that is not what needed to
He
happen.
grew.
That is not what needed to happen. That is not what needed to happen. We're just gonna...
Cobalt is Rune Knight.
Huh.
We're just gonna put a new kobold there. Come on.
Ryogo's just gonna follow along blissfully unaware.
So as soon as you step in, he'll step to the side, and and anyone who wants to can step on in.
Ryogo is gonna go up towards the cage.
Constance follows.
As soon as he sees you, it's like, oh. Blessed be the man of nature. There are others here. Please help me. I've been here a while.
Oh, don't worry, we can help. Don't worry, they seem like nice folk. We could probably convince them to let you go if you don't come back here.
He gives you that, when you say nice folk, he gives you that look of like, you're joking, right?
Ryogo does not look like he's joking. he's got that derpy smile on his face.
Constance looks nervously at the guards around them. Something feels off.
I agree with you,
So
Mascot.
So we were looking for a few people. They came here about a month ago, I think they said. Two human people and big old paladin.
Yes. I heard about this after I got here, but I was not aware of what happened. I did not meet them personally, but it was said that they came through about a month ago.
Constance will get closer to the cage. Monsieur, pardon, what is your name?
My name, my lady, my name is Erky Timbers. I will type that out.
That's a fun name. That's a fun name. I love that name.
And how did you come to be here? In this situation? Erky?
I was traveling along the old road, and I was captured by these brigands, and he is fervently staring over at the kobolds with this. And I have been down here ever since, and Constance, since you're right next to him, you see around his neck, he has a very well polished wooden symbol, a wooden medallion around his neck that it is a elderly man's face surrounded by oak leaves.
Interesting.
If it hadn't been for my deity, or my faith in my deity, I probably would have died from starvation a while back.
Can I do an insight check?
What are you trying to glean?
Just see if he's being honest about his story.
Okay.
$24.
This poor man is being as legitimate as he can be.
Now I definitely wonder about the kobolds. Okay. Constance will stand up and look to the kobolds. I understand he has upset you, but is there any way that he can be set free? What must be done?
Well,
How about we promise to escort him out of here by the scruff of his neck?
one of you can give me potentially Constance, you could give me a persuasion check with the fact that with advantage because Eli is assisting.
Okay, persuasion. There it is. Okay. So I'd roll again, right?
Roll again.
Yep. And take the highest.
17.
17.
All right. They're like, I think Leader will be okay with this. Just make sure he no funny business.
And he will never return.
One of the kobolds over here, this one goes over, pulls out this really rusted key and unlocks the cage and then just drags him out.
Hey now, you don't need to drag him out. Well, I'll help you up. Ryogo's gonna come over and...
Remind me, is he in chains too when they drag him out, or
he is also tied up inside the cage.
Eli, will you help with the rope?
Yeah, Eli's like, all right, hold still here. Now we do promise we'll keep an eye on him.
And then
we are going to Twilight Grove first.
We'll help Urki up once he's free.
All right. And as y'all are cutting him free, it's like, oh, may the blessings of Obad High be upon you.
Do I recognize that?
Anyone who would like to can give me a religion.
Religion. Let's see.
Most days I take all the blessings I can get, so thank you kindly.
That would not be me.
Hold on.
6.
I am not having a great day.
Stand by honor.
Better than me on that one.
Well, Lark and Ryogo, you recognize that Obad High is the god of nature.
Surprise, surprise.
Well, I'm
Right,
embarrassed.
Ooh, I love
here
Obahai.
by farmers, those who love the outdoors, rangers, and some druids even also even follow Obahai, even though they have a different connection to nature.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love Obahai. See, I got his symbol right here. He'll pull out a necklace, and you see like a couple dozen like symbols hanging out of them, and he's like flipping through them trying to find Obahai. See? He pulls it out, super proud.
Diego,
Eli
I love
just-
how you have equal representation for so many gods and goddesses. It's admirable.
Eli just sighs and he's like, "Don't you mind Ryogo."
Eli, give me a quick perception check. And I will say, Lark,
Oh.
you recognize a symbol of the Raven Queen. He has a symbol of the Raven Queen around his neck, too.
Well, of course, that's one reason why Lark and Riego are such good friends. She would probably have noticed that a while ago.
My character sheet still isn't moving. Let me try to like get back in the website.
Alright, I can roll it right quick.
What is Eli rolling?
Religion.
There you go.
I will say, Eli, you also recognize one that's on his neck.
Eli gives you such a look. Like it's half amusement, half horror. Like he's just like, what the actual hell? But he would never say that around Constance and Lark. But his face says it.
Ryogo is completely oblivious to this look. But Ryogo will also rummage around in his backpack and pull out some rations for Urk. If you're hungry, we got some food with us as well.
And he will happily take it. It looks like he's gonna just start inhaling it, like just go make a bad decision with just trying to eat all of it really quick, but he starts to eat on it really slow.
Yeah. Ryogo goes, "I'll say careful, we want to go down, not up."
And she waits till he's had like some rations and not choking on his food and water. These might seem random questions, but may I ask, do you have any certain skills or speak any certain languages?
Did we just find a scholar to put in a bag?
We really need a scholar to put in the bag forever. Like, we need that linguist. That is the new goal.
Because you seem more educated. I hope that doesn't come off rude.
Eli
I
flinches.
do happen to know some other languages, yes. I mean, I speak the common tongue, obviously. I know Halfling, which is what I was born with. I've also learned I'm trying to think of what the other odd one's gonna be. I happen to know Primordial.
I
From the
Primordial.
church. And also I know I am familiar with their tongue, and he points to the kobolds.
Ah. And
I
did you have a
speak,
trade back?
Draconic.
And did you have a trade back where you came from as well?
I am a follower of Obahai.
I see.
An acolyte, if you would.
Say merci for sharing. Just so we get to know you a bit better. Well, shall we go
Well,
see
uh,
or get out?
sorry, Urk, we got some more business down here before we head out. We got some other people we're looking. We're trying to get the other people out as well.
Well,
So if you willing to come along with us,
Oh, he's
we'll get
coming
out
along.
eventually.
We promised the little squirrely guys, and I'm not breaking a promise.
Yes, please be on your best behavior so we can not save you a second time.
Yeah, one is, a freebie. Second time you're kind of on your own.
Just out of curiosity, do any of you need any healing or anything like that?
No.
No,
Not
no.
yet.
Lark take pretty good care of us, all things considered. Credit where credit's due.
I mean, I got a few bumps and bruises, I guess. These traps have not been kind to me.
Well, it's seeing that you have been roughed up a bit. He will reach forward and cast. He will heal you for 3.
Never else to have an extra healer.
Oh, thank you. That's literally been healing. I love it. All right. Do you think you're able to walk?
I think I'll be fine.
More important question, I suppose. You think you're able to run?
That might come up.
We do tend to get in a lot of situations. Just double checking.
Through no fault of our own. Minding our own business most of the time.
I'm not
Some of
saying
the
like
time.
run now, but most important skill a adventurer can have is being able to run very, very quickly. Or fly. Looks over at Lark.
Don't be scaring him now. I've still got my shield. Don't worry, sir. We can get you out here.
Okay. I'm good to go. And it's at this point you hear from the distance. Hey, big people.
Yeah?
Pardon?
Do you have a chance to help us with the problem?
Does it involve a civil war on the other kobolds?
Or taking people hostage.
Or dealing with a dragon?
That's the last one.
Did you guys try to imprison a
what
dragon
kind of
too?
problem?
I thought you guys were the ones that unimprisoned the dragon.
We did unimprison the dragon, but
And let me guess, now you got a dragon problem.
yes. It's barricaded itself in a room, and anytime someone tries to go in there to possibly either negotiate or deal with it, they end up dead.
Y'all are the ones who speak dragon.
Yes, but it's kind
Well,
of,
can he speak another? He might have a bit of a grudge.
Oh, he's saying he don't want to talk to you.
Well, he may have
he's
a grudge
also
against
hungry,
kobolds.
so he would like to eat us.
Maybe feed him?
Maybe
Do you
consider
guys
all
have-
that before you start taking dragons prisoner.
Like, do you have actual food? to give him?
I mean, anytime someone tries to negotiate with him, they don't come back alive. So he is eating.
All right.
Just
Best case scenario, what do you want this dragon to do?
Be quite honest. Get it to calm the Dreknap down and possibly leave.
Well, how y'all feel about freeing a dragon?
In the room where he is barricading himself, is there anything special in the room, or just he went to a random room?
He probably feel a bit cornered and freaked out, and I don't blame him.
Agreed. But there might be something that he wants.
Okay, here's an idea. Do we have big animals like moose or something that we can feed the dragon before we go in there? Because he's just going to want to eat us if we're going to go and tell him to leave. But if he's actually full, you know, a hungry bear reacts differently to people walking around than a full bear. Full bear doesn't care. You know, unless it's protecting its young or something.
Let me check something right quick.
Say, is there anything in that room that he's in?
Not that we're aware of. But, I mean, one of our guys went in like a day ago, yesterday, and he's not a really big dragon, so he would, he's probably not that hungry.
Food and water? If I hadn't eaten for it, well, I haven't eaten in a long time. But I imagine if Flint and Cinder hadn't eaten in a day, they would be very grouchy and let me know. Let's feed it and give it water first, and then it might actually even be, friendly because it's happy.
True. Our new friend Erky, away from the door, can communicate that we are trying to feed it, open, give it food, and then we can try speaking with it.
Yeah. That way it's not hangry. Do you want to talk to a hangry dragon? Like, even if it was just a day ago, I would still... that seems hangry to me.
Can he speak... can the dragon speak other languages besides girl language? Do you know?
It only speaks, as far as we know, it only speaks, the dragon tongue.
That'll make things more challenging.
You said it is smaller, is it?
Well, I would be willing to translate if it came to it.
Probably comes to it, but first let's make a peace offering, food and water, not a hangry dragon then. And that way, if it tries to kill us afterwards, at least we know it's not just, going on instinct. It's just being a grumpy pants.
Well, out of the frying pan and into the fire, then. No pun intended.
Oh, don't worry. You won't have to go into the room.
Oh, I'm gonna need
you just have to be heard.
Hear properly to translate.
I have a thing to do for that. Ttrpg. Make sure that I can actually do that.
But first things first, we need lots of food.
Oh no, it says your voice. So I don't know. That's a DM thing on if I could make it somebody else's voice besides mine. I guess I can minor illusion to make it. I guess I could have it go minor illusion, though, like whatever he says to be echoed that way, 30 feet.
With the comment about food, it's like, we are near the storeroom, so we could give y'all some food to give to him.
Yep, food and water. Might be thirsty, too, so, Cover all our bases.
But to be honest, if he's eating kobolds, then we may need a little space, especially if we are to. What's the easiest way to get outside from the room?
Outside. To be quite honest, probably back the way.
Like, assuming you could. Well, he can also probably fly, so maybe there's like a flying route out. I don't know.
I can give us 30 feet of sound, so that way whatever's being said can go at least on our end. We could have at least 30 feet.
Oh, I'm just trying to figure out, like, if we do convince him to leave, how he's going to get out.
I'll say, would hate for us to have to go all the way back.
So, if we do manage to convince him to go out, we may need to, you guys may need to make yourself scarce on the route out. So that he doesn't have a snack to go.
Or vengeance, because he might think that all kobolds tried to, imprison him and just hates all of y'all and is kind of racist at this point. Not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying that he might have it out for y'all.
They all just look at each other and nod. It's like, fair point. Yeah.
Is there a way that we could use a trail of food to lead him out?
Well, I mean, he's smart. I mean,
anyone that can roll nature checks for their knowledge of dragons.
I don't think I have this very well, but
Constance with the nat 20.
Yeah, okay.
And the plus, she almost got a 30.
Woohoo!
Uh-huh.
Druid!
Constance. Ryogo too.
I don't like that.
But y'all are both aware that dragons are extremely intelligent creatures.
Mm-hmm.
They would probably, if you were to just leave out a trail for it to follow, it might see it as a bit, would be very
childish.
Condescending.
Yes, and potentially demeaning.
Yeah,
especially but Constance, since this is a both of you would know with it being a red dragon, it's very prideful. But Constance, that red dragons are very temperamental, and if they get the opportunity, will try and assert themselves as the dominant
alpha,
as the one in charge. So you would have to handle this. This is a very delicate situation with trying to talk to this dragon.
Erky, would you translate for me to the dragon after he is eaten? Or I guess throughout. I think I might be able to reason with him as long as I'm careful. But the translation must be perfect.
I will try. I will do my best. Or else we're all right.
And you asked him if he'll be my friend.
Lark's going to look at Constance and be like, "Okay, you got this. You got this. And you'll have that on whatever persuasion roll you're going to do. And also, you feel very inspired. You feel very inspired.
Inspired not to die. Yay!
You're
asking him to
inspired
cure
not
more
to
of
die.
your to cure more of your wounds there, Ryogo.
No, I was I was asking him to he would ask the dragon if he would be friends with me.
Someone needs to hold on to Ryoga while I talk to the dragon.
Lark just goes and just takes Ryogo and is like, I will pull on your shoulder if you go anywhere closer to that dragon to try and give it a hug. It decides if it hugs you, not the other way around. Okay.
Do we happen to know the dragon's name by any chance?
I believe I had told y'all a couple
think you said a
of
Chardonnay?
session ago it was Cinderix.
Cinder? Okay.
Cinder?
Yeah, Lark's just looking at Ryoga and be like, you're staying with me.
On the
But
game
he's
note?
been in a locked room all of his life. Maybe a hug is what he needs.
Ryoga?
Yeah,
No.
but he has to decide that he wants to hug
He hasn't
you.
been there his whole life. He's been here a while, but not his whole life.
That means he gets to decide his personal boundaries, so he gets to decide to hug you.
That's why I didn't say I was just gonna go up and hug him. I asked if you'd be my friend. Then I'd hug him.
Yeah, ask. That's a good ask. Good ask, and then you ask him if he wants a hug before you hug.
A Chardalon. No, never mind. Oh, is it a Chardalon?
No, I think it's a different one.
It said
Like
what? Red
a
dragon.
Chardalon.
Too many
Well,
dragons.
but
There
it
are
was
too
said
many
to be
dragons.
Yeah.
I think a Chardalon was somebody else.
Can you write down the name DM in the chat, Keith?
Give me a second.
The last thing I need to do is mess up his name. You know, pride and all. Cinderix. Okay.
That sounds like a sleep drug. Sorry, that's the first thing that came to my mind.
Having trouble sleeping? Try Cinderix. He'll put you right to sleep.
Permanently. Yeah, maybe we can help.
Okay, we gotta say, are we waiting for the food or?
Oh, they quickly bring you any food and everything, and they bring you initially to this door.
Say, can you show that where the door is again? I missed it. Oh, way over there. Okay. Come on, Constance. Oof, right there. Okay. I'm not gonna stand right in front of the door. Need my little halfling friend.
And the kobold with this just goes and opens this door. It's like it's not this door.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna lead you into this hallway. And
Okay.
it's this door.
Okay.
Could you
Can
ping
you
it
put-
for us? Oh, that one? Alright. I'm assuming Lark isn't letting me get too close, but he wants to look, at least.
I say I'm
Wants to
trying to
listen.
decide whether to put the food in front of the door where the door can open and he can come out and eat the food, or on the side of the door where he can't breathe fire at us right away. Because we can't push the food in. He'll incinerate us.
I mean, is there enough space under the door for the food to go under on a plate or something?
The door is flush.
Um,
And
And
there
anyone's
is
magic
a
ounces are
kobold
for.
that that does come up there with you, and he hands you like this key. Gives like a little bit of the look of good luck, but it's that look of he's like giving you that good luck. You're gonna
better
need it.
you than me.
Yeah, better you than me.
Better you than me.
this is how Constance dies. Okay. Waiting for the cobalt to leave. Because I know the dragon won't want to see any of them. Eli, you got my back?
Always.
Okay.
Lark, are you wanting to also move up into the hallway, or?
Yeah, Lark is going to keep Constance in eye at all times and be in at least 60 feet. Yeah.
Probably also keeping Ryogo from
That's
getting
why
too
I put her
close.
right next to Lark, right next to Ryogo.
Yeah, stopping Ryogo, but keeping an eye on Constance.
And also,
She's
that's
ready
why I put
for
Eli between Ryogo and Constance.
Yeah, she's basically like readying ready to go with like a healing word. It's like if Constance dies.
Yes, please.
But
Okay.
you do have a +2 and inspiration for whatever roll that's going to make or break us going on.
God. All right.
And hey, if it don't work, if talking leads to fighting, we got this.
Yeah. I'd say sling is sling is not like pointed ready, but it's like within reach.
All right.
Let's hope the diplomatic cross work. All right. Constance is going to look to Erky. I don't know if the dragon will be able to hear us through the door. Erky, are you ready?
Erky is looking very nervous, but he's like, he just gives that nod of that worried. He has that worried look on his face, and he's got that yes.
Okay. She's going to politely knock on the door. Mighty Syndarix, can you hear me?
I will do Syndaric's voice, but this is basically just translating through Erky.
Okay.
Who dares be foolish enough to talk to me again?
My name is Constance. I am but a mere noble, but I have heard how these kobolds have treated the mighty Syndarix, and we have put them away, and we are here to free you, mighty Syndarix. But first, we have food. We heard they have been starving your beautiful body. May we open the door and give you food safely?
Give me a persuasion check.
Get it, girl.
+2. So 16?
And you do have inspiration, so you could at any point roll a d6 to add as well.
Oh, okay. I am going to go ahead and do that, actually. D6?
D6.
Mm-hmm.
D6. Okay, so 16, 17, 18, 19.
If it turns out to be poisoned, I will roast this door with you behind it.
It turns out to be poison. We have some stuff to say to these kobolds.
Lark's gonna fly up to Constance really quick, give her another guidance.
Thank you.
And another inspiration, and then fly back to hold Ryogo.
Mighty Syndarix, I will
Ryogo
eat food before you first, so you will know if it is poisoned or not. Even though it's probably raw meat.
No, it is regular. It is like trail ration-y type stuff.
Okay. Say, does that please you?
Open the door so I may get a look at you. Give me a second.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably ask Erky to move over by Eli, so Eli can protect him just in case.
And he moves this direction.
Okay. Tell me when you're ready.
And you see this small dragon. Small for a dragon, but I would say he is definitely bigger than Erky and Lark.
Okay.
That's really not saying much.
Well,
Lark can't
it
even.
is a- it
Lark
is
is
a
shorter than
medium-
most doorknobs.
it is a medium creature.
Okay. Constance will kneel by the food with her head down, not looking him in the eyes. And she will take a piece of the food and eat a handful of it in front of him, still not looking him in the eyes. Said, "You are as mighty as I have heard, Sindarix. Here is your taste tester to serve you." And she eats the food.
And it's fine. Well, I mean, it tastes okay, but it's not poisoned or anything like that.
Say, not liking the food, she'll be really careful not to make a face. And she'll still keep her head down, waiting to see how he reacts.
Seeing you not immediately die or keel over in pain from eating it, he will quickly move up, grab the food, quickly move back a few couple of squares, and then start eating it with still keeping his eyes on the door the entire time.
Okay. Constance will take a chance and move right into the corner. And that way, Urki can be right by the door to still translate, but out of the way.
Urki will do
Uh,
that. Urki will move to
DM,
Yes.
while this is happening, Lark's gonna go over here real quick and be like, "Hey, all you kobolds, maybe get out of like the immediate hallway." And she's gonna try and get them all to go into that room over here, so that way they're not in sight if he does like dart out the door.
All right. Give me one quick persuasion roll.
It's up to them if they want to die or not.
And they happily agree they don't want to die, so they will
Book it.
Mm-hmm. And then fly back to keep an eye on Ryogo.
Like pumping his arms up and down, like, "Wanna meet the dragon?"
I know you want to meet the dragon. This whole
like,
time, all
quietly.
you've talked about is wanting to make friends with the dragon. But the dragon needs to make friends with you first.
All
I say,
right, so at this point,
Constance is gonna still keep her head down, but she's gonna kind of glance. Does she notice if he's wounded or has any chains or ropes on him that would need to be taken care of?
it appears he has this old, like, what would have been a massive metal collar around his neck, but it's all it has left of it is a little bit of a wooden, pieces of a metal chain dangle from it. But other than that, it doesn't have much what you would consider. There's no other like ropes or bindings that are on it. It just has what appears to be an old collar.
Okay. Constance will keep her voice calm and sincere because she knows that dragons can tell they're being over charming. Mighty Sindarix, I see that you have something around your neck. May I relieve it from you? I'm sure it is not comfortable.
While it is not comfortable, it is a symbol of the fact that although once someone tried to bind me, nothing can hold me.
You are very wise. I did not think.
Yeah,
And
and
you
Eli
are
very
full- and you are
wisely
full
does
of
not point out that
flattery.
he's currently being held.
Now,
We have convinced the kobolds to let you gain your freedom. They are out of the way. They say if you can and are ready, you may leave. Although it is your choice all the same, whether not up to them. You deserve your freedom, my lord.
While that is true, I do no dragon should be tamed. But at the same time, I am here to claim what is rightfully belongs to my line.
There's something here in the...
Followers of my ancestor used to reside here, and I want to claim it as my own, which is why I'm here.
I see.
They
Can I do a
drop on me early? What was that?
Oh, no, keep going.
They got the drop on me as I entered, but now all I seek is revenge on them.
Oh, no.
He wants to take over the whole cave system.
I see, mighty Cinderix. Perhaps we can do your revenge for you. Why get your mighty claws dirty? You are one to rule over others, no? Have us take care of it for you.
Suddenly, this became our circus.
No. Eli is pro being like, yeah, let's shut the door.
Say, if she can see them through the door, she's gonna give them a look like, trust me.
Eli does not like where this is going.
Give me another persuasion check.
Oh, God.
You do have inspiration again and that 3.
Okay, so then the D6...
Yeah, it's a 21, and you can choose to add the D6 now or later.
Now.
24.
24.
So you are willing to kill their chief for me. These ones that have the black tree. That way I have followers to go after the ones that actually imprisoned me and did horrible by me.
Absolument. Of course. They were wrong to trap you in the first place. And as you say, it is your right. No?
Well, while it is admirable that you are willing to do things in my name, I would like the glory of doing it myself. Now, if you are able to give me an audience with their leader, as foolish as they would be to accept it, I will do the killing blow myself, claiming this tribe of kobolds as my own. For there is only one of them that has ever done nice by me, and the rest shall pay.
How much you want to bet that Meepo's the nice one?
I say, was this kind one happen to be the name Meepo?
You have met the kobold named Meepo.
Yes, we have.
Oh, Lord. He is the only one that is worthy of my benevolent sparing.
I hate every part of this.
Not our circus. It's our monkeys.
Let us go and talk to this kobold chief, so you can help me claim what is mine.
Of course, mighty Cinderix, but first, you must regain your strength. You must eat, you must drink, you must rest. They must see you at your finest. Give us at least one day to get your strength back. No one must see you as weak. So that the stories can talk about you at your finest.
I have rested plenty. Bring me
We will
more,
make sure
bring me more
prepared.
food, and we shall continue after that. But I am curious, why did y'all come into this citadel in the first place? Was it to
We were
steal
here-
its bounties or any secrets that it might contain?
No, I don't need any bounties. I come from a rich family. And he can say that she's telling the truth.
You
No,
see his
we-
eyes grow wide. Really?
Oh,
Oh,
really?
no.
Ransom?
Uh-huh. Yes,
Oh boy.
but it's a shame that after this I won't be able to, share with my family any of this info. If it all remains in a citadel, and they are all dead, who will share the stories?
Give me one more persuasion check with advantage.
Guys, I have to think about it. My pants help.
Has it been?
Oh,
wait,
yeah,
has it
trust
been a
me,
minute?
Eli
Because
is hating
she's still concentrating on guidance. So
She
doesn't
used
have
the
to touch
guidance
Constance
for-
again.
She used guidance for the last check.
Crap.
Oh no!
Not true.
No! Oh no!
I can't help that.
No!
No, the dice are not with you. There is nothing I could do to save you on that.
All right, and then the guidance. I don't know how D6 is gonna help me, but
No, you've
I can't-
already used your bardic inspiration. You've done all of that.
no. Okay.
There's no coming back from those rules. I'm
No.
sorry, Constance. Even if you got a 6, like I could technically inspire her still because she doesn't have to see me to inspire her. But even if you got a 6, at best you would have an 11.
Yeah. No. It was nice to know you guys.
Yep.
We will decide your fate after
Okay,
you
Constance.
fulfill your promises. And
Okay.
let us go ahead and begin then after you. And it's at this point Sendarix points with one of his front legs toward this door over here. And that is where we are going to end things tonight, as our players are potentially bitten off more than they can chew. I hope you
Not at
all
all.
have enjoyed this session, and we will see you next time.